in this terrifyingly plausible, masterfully engineered naval thriller, real-world former U.S. Naval Intelligence Officer and New York Times best-selling author M.P. Woodward delivers a phenomenal epic reminiscent of Tom Clancy's classic Red Storm Rising. The narrative engine ignites around the highly contested global choke point of Taiwan, the world's sole producer of hyper-advanced semiconductor chips. Realizing the U.S. Navy is dangerously overextended due to conflicts in Europe and decaying infrastructure, Beijing orchestrates a breathtakingly precise seaborne commando raid to physically seize control of the world's most critical chip manufacturing plants. The attack rapidly expands into a total kinetic assault. In a calculated strike mirroring Pearl Harbor, the Chinese military launches devastating ballistic missile strikes, crippling the American Pacific Fleet, while simultaneously deploying anti-satellite weapons to blindingly knock out Western GPS, reconnaissance, and military communications networks. With Taiwan blockaded and a modernized Chinese Navy choking international sea lanes, global commerce freezes. As casualties skyrocket and America's high-tech missile arsenals run dry, the conflict devolves into a brutal meat-grinder war of attrition, and the United States is losing. The narrative stands as the definitive modern exploration of the algorithmic choke point and asymmetric naval siege archetypes. Woodward masterfully utilizes the military legacy family and the preemptive superpower strike tropes, trading Hollywood blockbuster flash for a highly realistic, terrifyingly authentic look at modern multi-domain electronic warfare, satellite vulnerabilities, and localized maritime strategies. The novel focuses on a high-stakes attrition deficit dynamic, mapping out how the stripping away of digital advantages forces modern soldiers to rely on primitive navigation and historical tactical grits. Woodward's writing style is clinically detailed, authoritative, and deeply informed by his first-hand intelligence background. He excels at structural and logistical realism, seamlessly anchoring the narrative with authentic operational perspectives by detailing the crisis through the lenses of a single family, the Fighting Coals. Rear Admiral Will Cole, the outgoing operations officer for the Pacific Fleet, is pulled directly from the brink of a fragile retirement and handed a desperate, impossible order: bypass a gridlocked political bureaucracy, rally the remaining broken elements of the fleet, and retake Taiwan. The human cost hits home immediately. His oldest son, Henry, is dodging anti-air missiles in an F-18. His middle son, Jamie, is navigating a vulnerable merchant marine vessel through hostile sea lanes, and his daughter, Lucy, is managing high-level defensive analytics stateside. The pacing is a steady, suffocating tide, building agonizing tension through geopolitical panic before exploding into grand-scale, chaotic amphibious fleet actions. The book tackles urgent, real-world themes of the dangerous fragility of modern technology-dependent warfare, the corporate and national obsession with critical supply lines, and the heavy sacrifices made by military families in the crucible of unexpected global conflict. It poses a chilling question. If our digital eye in the sky is permanently blinded, does the United States still possess the raw naval grit to maintain the freedom of the seas? By its breathless, white-knuckle conclusion, Red Tide serves as a sobering, adrenaline-soaked masterpiece that demands the attention of every fan of speculative military fiction. If you love high-IQ geopolitical techno-thrillers that feel less like fiction and more like tomorrow's headline news, think authors like Jack Carr, P.W. Singer, Don Bentley, or Larry Bond. This gripping naval chess match is an absolute mandatory addition to your reading list.